Let's move on to number 16, and that is the Atlanta Falcons pick in there.
We can be quick on the Falcons.
The last of the 7 and 9s. They started 1-7, and that should have been enough to clear Dan Quinn out of Atlanta. But the finishing record of 7 and 9, and probably more importantly, beating the Saints in New Orleans and doing the double over the Panthers, saved him from the chop for now.
Yeah.
So week 2 they beat the Eagles 24-20, and then a massive gap to week 10 at the Saints 26-29, week 11 at the Panthers 29-3, week 14 versus the Panthers 40-20, week 15 at the 49ers 29-22, week 16 versus the Jags 24-12, week 17 at the Bucks 28-22 in overtime. That 49ers win, obviously, like we said, it was a tight game. It was a fumble recovery for a touchdown to make the score better than it was, but still a good win for the Falcons. So they've used their past 3 first-round picks, including 2 in the last April's draft on offense, but they've got one of the NFL's worst defense in 2019. So they need to address probably cornerback or defensive line. Take your pick. But
cornerback, defensive line, defensive end looks okay. Linebackers need help. I mean, all of the defenses, they have issues. They have holes.
Yeah. 24th defensive efficiency ranking, 29th on special teams as well. Overall ranking was 21st. I'm shocked that Dan Quinn's managed to survive again. It's been another bad season. You take Kyle Shanahan's offense out of there, and it's just fallen backwards.
Yeah, it's the finish. It's the 6-2 finish to the season that's really done it and kept in the job though. They've had to clear out of some offensive coordinator. I think the defensive coordinator's gone. I think a couple of the coaches have gone as well. I mean, again, it's the clear out of this is the last chance, so let's get everyone in who's going to do what I want, because if I'm going to die, I'm going to die on my terms. I agree though. You called it at the beginning of the season. I bow to your superior knowledge on this one. I thought they'd be okay. You called that they'd be dog shit, and even when they're winning, they still haven't been great. They haven't been convincing.
I mean, they were kind of shock wins. You know, after week 2 and then beating the Eagles, just that gulf of bad results.
You put on a bet every week, right?
Yeah.
How many times have they been in your accumulators?
Not the second half of the season too much, because I got stung. But
to win. How many times
to win?
How many times have they been in your accumulator?
Never.
That sums up their season. 2 years ago.
Yeah. Despite my reservations about Matt Ryan, they were overpowered on offense.
Yes.
And Kyle Shanahan had them working properly.
Yeah.
But he's gone, and no one's filled that void. You know, they've got a great wide receiver in Julio Jones, another great receiver in Calvin Ridley.
Ridley's had a bit of a weird season, though.
Well, I think he's been injured a lot. So
at times he's looked great, and other times he's just, drop catches and just not been. But yeah, Julio Jones broke the record of most receptions in a season or something.
Yeah.
When is your main and only weapon, and he's 6'7", it's not too difficult to keep on tossing it up to him.
And Matt Ryan is a tosser.
Yeah. Wow.
The thing is, right, it's just a joke. The thing is, right, I don't see how they're really going to improve next year. Already, I think that if they don't sort the situation out, if they're keeping Dan Quinn, I've got no confidence in them making any massive steps on either side of the ball next year.
Their O-line is going to get better.
Potentially.
It takes a couple of years for their O-line to really start to gel, and they invested heavily in the O-line last year.
Yeah.
So that's going to help them on offense, but defensively they're a mess. There's no massive stars. I mean, is there anyone on defense from their team? You get free reign to take anyone from defense on their team. Are you taking anyone? No, you're not. I mean, the only person you're probably going to take is Vic Beasley, maybe.
Yeah.
But
maybe.
Other than that, no, you're not going to touch their defense. It's just not good enough. They have to go and address the defense, and they have to do it in free agency, not in the draft.